Amen. Thank God for Wednesday. It seems like it's been forever since we got together. Amen. Amen. But it is good to be back home once again. Amen. We're going to come tonight from the book of 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter. 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter. What a great week. And it just seemed like revival led us into association. And I tell you, I've been blessed to hear some great preaching and teaching. I learned that what we believe can't get no satisfaction. And then I was so glad to hear that he's in love with me. This came up. That's good. Amen. Amen. So Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, the 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter is where we're going to start. 2 Corinthians, most holy God, we thank you for this day, this time. Thank you for the wonderful prayer. We pray now that you will be with us, forgive us for our sins, create in me a clean heart, renew the right spirit, stir up your teaching anointing, Lord, and teach us your word. Help us to learn it, to live it and love it, and you receive the glory. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. 2 Corinthians is an epistle or a letter that's written from God through Paul to the church at Corinth that Paul had set up on his first trip there. And he left there and went to Ephesus, and then he writes this. Now, 2 Corinthians, this is the second letter in the Bible that Paul sends to Corinth. Okay, it's actually his 4th letter, right, that he sent to this church. Amen. That's right, a couple of them. And the first one wasn't really the first one. He rewrote the first one. Amen. The first one that got lost was real practical. And his first one was kind of practical, kind of telling them how to set up the church and what they should do. But this second one is personal. It's personal because what Paul is saying is that by now you should have grown. I talked to you first as children and gave you the layout, and now you're still acting like children. You're going totally against the layout. They are accusing Paul of a false ministry. They are accusing Paul of false teaching, and Paul is telling them that they are the false teachers. You see, the things that have been going on in the church, it just didn't start with Peach Creek. From day one, Satan has been at the church. We're going to look into it and see why today. Because Satan's biggest adversary is the church. Not the building. He don't want your building. I tell y'all all the time, he don't want your house or your car. Satan get around just good without your car. The only reason you ride in a car is because you put him in there. I wish y'all hit me. The only reason he stay in the house is because you let him in. Now, I ain't saying he won't come take over. I'm saying but he don't want your house. See, he not going to pay your house no. He ain't going to give you no gas money. But he will come and act a fool if you allow him to. And whether we want to accept it or not, it's by choice. We choose to let him have reign. So this epistle of 2 Corinthians, the second letter that Paul sends them to them, I'm going to pick up on it in the 4th chapter. And it's what I call the hope chapter. It's the hope chapter because Paul here tells them that you're going to go through enough without bringing more on yourself. And we as Christians need to understand that the Bible says it rains on the just as well as the unjust. You don't have to be gossiping and putting your nose and lying on folks. You're going to catch enough hell just trying to do right on his own.
You don't have to add to it. And people say, oh, well, I know God don't help me because he know how much I can bear. He said, yeah, but you don't. See, he's not going to put more on than you can bear, but he'll let you go get a load that'll break your back. Yeah, people say, oh, he gave me this job, and that's why I'm working like that. If you work like a slave and can't give him no time, chances are he didn't give you that job. You wouldn't have got it. See, what God does is he tells you yes, no, or wait. But he says, man, you can go get it if you want to. I'm telling you, you don't need it. And I found out something. God pointed out something. I was having a conversation. And most of us, me especially, get in trouble when I do what I want.
Right.
You ever told yourself what you don't want? You know, because sometimes you can tell yourself what you don't want, and that's what God wants for you. And God says, oh, I ain't gonna force it on you. I don't want this. And then you say, but I don't want to be miserable. He said, oh yeah, you want one of the two. You either want what I have for you or you want misery. Because most of the time when we do what we want, it's totally against God's will. That's the war that's going on in us. But the Bible says that if a man come after me, let him first give up his wants, deny his wants. When you deny yourself, you're saying, I'm denying what I want to do what he wants me to do. And it's tough. Think about it. It's tough because we don't even want to give up what we want when we know what we want is hurting us. Y'all gonna talk to me? We're back. Yeah. That pork is causing high blood pressure. And you need to, but I still want it. So I'm just gonna eat enough. I'm gonna leave the feet alone, but I'm gonna grab me some ears. Yeah. Yes, and wants gets us in trouble. This church had went to doing things they want to do. You know why most people don't come to church? They don't want to. But the same folk that don't want to come to church will tell you they don't want to go to hell. Oh my goodness, the same folk. Listen, I didn't want to preach. I didn't want to pastor. I didn't want to moderate. There's sometimes I don't even want to come. But I'm coming. Because God was not concerned with what I wanted. He was concerned with what I needed. And we got to learn to give up our wants to grab hold to his needs. Amen. And he says this. He says that if we seek him first and his kingdom, he said, I'll throw that other stuff in. Delight thyself in the Lord. Then he will give you the desires, what you want. He says, because if you delight in me, what I want, you'll want. Let me tell you, I want to be nice to everybody. I don't want to turn the cheek to everybody. There's some folk, I'm a giver, but there's some folk I don't want to give nothing to. But I can't do what I want to do. I can't divide like I want to divide. Because there's flaws in my wants. And then the preacher already told us we can't get no satisfaction. We want this God there until the next one come out. Then when the next one come out, we don't want ours no more. We want that. I wish I had just waited because I ain't know that package was coming with them. But I want that package. Can I take mine back and just add that package to it? God. Paul here deals with it. I call it the hope chapter because what Paul does here is what good preachers do. Good preachers make you feel this small starting out. And then the more they preach, you grow. Because what they do is they convict us for our sin. But in the end, we feel all right because we got hope. Are y'all all right? Any sermon that does not leave you with hope is not a sermon. Any sermon does not break you down and build you up is not a sermon. I know you want the sermons that just make you feel good all the time. Well, that's why we in the mess we in for feeling good. Feeling good have got us in more mess than anything. You know why people get high and get drunk? Because it feels good. You know why people fornicate and commit adultery? Because it feels good. You know why people sin? Because it feels good. Your pastor is a sinner saved by grace. I don't sin because it hurt and because I don't like it. Y'all do? I wish sin was distasteful, so I just quit. I just give it up. I ain't never smoked a cigarette because I don't like smoke. Y'all all right? So that's easy for me to say no to. But the stuff I like, I'm talking about, I'm sacrificing. You're not sacrificing until you give up something you want in life. That 2 little soup, you ain't sacrificing. You can't get any no more anyway. You just gave that away. Don't talk about, oh, I sacrifice half my closet full of clothes. No, you just can't wear half your closet full of clothes no more. And you know you ain't gonna be able to wear it again. You start lying to yourself and looking at how you used to look and saying, that just made me feel bad. I need to get rid of that. Paul here, but he breaks them down and then builds them up. He breaks us down and builds us up. What is amazing to me is that the church is the church, and I always have been the church. You know, I started thinking about some stuff when I started reading this and started reading about the church. In the church, you have some good members, you have some mediocre members, and you have some bad members. But they all members. We didn't save them. We can't change them. I can preach some blue in the face, but we ain't gonna change. I said we ain't gonna change until we want to. Are you all right? It don't matter how bad pastor wants you to change. It don't matter how bad your mother, your daddy, your brother, your counselor wants you to change. Change is not coming until you want to change. What do you believe? What do you believe? What do you want? Many people say, oh, you better than that. I'm no better than that until I realize and accept that I'm better than that. So Paul, he breaks us down. And since the church have those 3 different type of members, I realize there's some problems in the church I ain't got to waste my time stressed out trying to fix. They've been there before I got here, and when I leave, they go, y'all all right? He's coming back for the church without spot or wrinkle. I'm not a spot remover. I'm a sheep adder. Y'all all right? So I don't remove spots. I add spots. I was a spot that got added. Oh, wait a minute. You were spots, that's why you came. The only reason you're not a spot anymore is because the blood of Jesus washed us clean. And truth be told, we still get a little spotted along the way now. So Paul writes this letter. This letter is not like the first letter. No, the first letter was steadfast and unmovable. You know, he told some good stuff in the first letter, but it was typical stuff. But in this letter, he's getting personal. Why? Same stage. And we serve a personal Savior. Isn't it quick for us to tell folk to stay out of our business? That ain't got nothing to do with you. But I don't think we really understand the meaning of family. Listen, there's a husband and a wife, and there's a daddy and a mama who is the husband and the wife, and in that family, in that house, there's 7 kids. One in college, the oldest is in college, and the youngest is in elementary school. If the elementary school kid have a problem, the whole family have a problem. And we're family. And one of us can't hurt without all of us hurting. Gosh. And Paul is trying to get them to understand that. So the first issue with the church is, and always has been, getting on one accord. Church, we would have way more power. I can tell you that. Way more healing power, way more financial power, way more mental power, way more spiritual power, way more going power if we got on one accord. Yeah, I didn't know that, Pastor, because Jesus says that if we just get on one accord with him, he said he'll be in the midst, and then he says, whatever you ask in my name, he'll give it to us if we just touch. We don't have as much power because we don't touch and agree. We can't touch and agree on the color of the carpet. Much less the big stuff. Yes, let's talk about what we can't touch and agree on. We think because that girl keep wearing that skirt, she ought to know by now that ain't right. Half think we ought to put her out. 1/4 think we ought to pray for her. And the other 4 think we ought to lay hands on it. We can't agree. And then when we have a problem, they split the same way on how to handle the problem. Because we always judging from across the street. But you can't judge family matters from across the street because they're in your home and you have to judge them in the midst of them. Have you ever noticed judging is a lot different when it's you and you're in the middle of it? Isn't it easy to judge when you judging somebody else? But when it's you, isn't it easy to tell folks what you would have done until it's your turn? And then you forgot to do what you told them you would have done. If it was me, child, I'd have been gone a long time ago. And 20 years later, it's you. And you still here. I thought you said you would have been. If it's me, I wouldn't put up with it. Somebody putting up with you. Oh my goodness. 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter. Here Paul begins by saying, therefore, seeing we have this ministry, he's talking about the preaching, the ministry. He says, as we have received mercy, we faint not. Paul says that I'm tired of y'all. We get tired. Don't we get tired? We get tired of going. And I wonder if we really understand what we're saying. We're saying when we say, well, Lord, I'm tired of going. We're saying, I'm tired of going out witnessing and praising with other people. Come on, talk to me. Yeah. But we're saying, I'm tired of being on the road. But it ain't the road, it's what you do when you get there. Because we really ain't tired of being on the road because we got to drive home. Come on, talk to me. But we get tired. Pastor get tired too. But Paul says that even though we get tired, we don't faint. Why don't we faint? But what are things that make us tired? We can be physically tired. We don't get enough rest. We just come off and people say 7 days. It's really 8 if we attended it because it started with our church Sunday and it went all the way through the other Sunday. Yeah. We can get physically tired if we don't eat right and all that. But we also get tired of people. We get tired of people. We get tired of people. This is what Paul is dealing with. He says, I'm tired of preaching and teaching and sending y'all good teachers and preachers, and y'all won't change. They were having revivals and having a shouting good time, but with nobody change. It's some people that come to church every Sunday and ain't changing. Listen, if you can come and not change, you're not getting what you should be coming for. Every Sunday, I find 2 or 3 things I got to work on. Y'all all right? Now, Pastor, I'm supposed to be leading y'all. I'm the under shepherd. So surely, if I can find 2 or 3 things, that's the minimum. Surely y'all can find some stuff, y'all. Yeah, I can tell Elder Edie just trying to get here on time. You think I just want to get here on time? I really would like to be 15 to 30 minutes early every time. So if I just get here on time, you say, "Oh, Pastor, getting better. Pastor, you ain't touching the mark yet." Huh? But there's some things I need to work on. But Paul says the reason we shouldn't faint, mercy. Mercy. Look at what he says. He says, see, we have to say, as we have received mercy. He's saying there's some folk out there that was just as bad or even worse than I was. And it was God's mercy. Wait. God was so merciful to Paul. Gosh. Until he came himself in person. That's how much mercy he had on someone. Come on, you remember? He knocked him from his beast. He knocked him down and said, Saul, why you persecute me? Why thou, Lord? So listen, remember I started out saying he's a personal savior. I don't care where you were. I don't care if you was on the homeless bench with 20 other people. If you say, like you say you are, he came to your heart personally. Mm-hmm. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm going to save Mother Mitchell. You can hop on with her." He said, "Mother Ed, I'm yours and you're mine. Your sisters can come along too, but they got to wait till I get in their heart." Huh? Yeah, it's personal. So Paul says we shouldn't faint because of the mercy God has on us. What is Paul saying? Paul says instead of complaining about coming to see y'all and preaching and teaching, even though I'm tired, I'm gonna come because God didn't have to have mercy on me and choose me. God could have let me die and right there. Now, you know what's amazing to me? When people give mercy, we tell everybody. Let one of y'all on the way to church. He can be one of y'all quiet members. Police pull you over and catch you doing 70 in a 40 and cut you loose because you say you come to church. You just stand up, no room to talk. When I open the door, if you don't come early, if you hold it, when I open the doors of the church, you'll run up here and say, "Thank you." I be looking at Dick like they don't never talk. What's going on? "Oh, God just blessed me. The police officer had mercy on me." Let me tell you something. A ticket versus saving you from hell ain't nothing. I'd pay 100 tickets to stay out of hell. But Paul says because of the mercy, we faint not. Tell you what Paul was saying exactly. We don't lose heart. We don't lose heart. We. Every church needs a strong support system. See, we means they're on one accord. Paul is saying, he didn't say I, because let me tell you something. I'm just going to be real with y'all. See, I don't want to be real. But the reason Satan tempts us so much at night is because it's not we, it's just us. It's just me. He don't hardly bother you when you're around your strong support You know why what helped most marriages and relationships work? People say love. Yeah, there's something more to it than love. I know some folk that says madly in love and can't stand each other, can't get along. But communication, and see what communication builds is trust. Because if we can communicate, I can trust you. Because in communication, I know what you like, what you don't like, and I know your tendencies. Because communication also means, now, Mother Doris, I love you, but I got a wandering eye. My left eye wanders and look at other stuff too. But they just want, but I'm communicating with you. You say, well, when does it wander? Well, when you ain't there, or when I'm mad at you, or when you ain't talking to. But we don't talk about that stuff because we don't want the other to. And Satan said, I can get in there. They ain't talked for 3 days. That one that I going in circles there. But there you go. Because he says it all I get. If I could just get and understand, the love is good, but love that's not understood is a mess. It's a mess. Because if love was enough, y'all ready for this? Thank you, Lord. If love was enough, we wouldn't have needed the blood. Wait. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Listen, so he wouldn't have had to die, and everybody would have been saved if it was just love. Because it was enough love to save the whole world. But he says, oh no, you got to make a choice on what to do with the love. And understanding says, this is how I'm supposed to love you. God. So we have to get an understanding in that support group. So Satan says, when you're not around that support group, I can jump on you individually. But when we are on one accord, have you ever noticed that if the church is voting on something that's real tough, if they find one person, one deacon that come out with a frown on his face when they say what we decided, the people that feel like they went the wrong way, guess who they're going to? I can tell when you came out, you didn't agree with that, did you? Me neither. I don't know why would we decide to. And if that one deacon said, no, I ain't like it, and I told him I ain't like it. But if they want everybody come out smiling, they don't know who they asked. Okay, we just going with y'all. God. So Paul here is saying that we have received mercy. So we faint not. Which means when I get tired and it's time to go, and I say in my flesh, I really don't want to go, my spirit should say, but Jesus went for you. Ooh. Wait. Let me just look at this thing. Now, Thursday, he had to walk to get to the other room. So maybe he spent all day getting there. So he probably got to communion time. Gosh, ain't no telling how many miracles he done on the way. Jesus was the most interrupted person in the world. His secretary kept saying, we ain't got time for this. This on the schedule today. He says, okay, gotta get to Jericho. Hey, can I touch the hem where you going? Hey, my daughter said, we ain't got time for this. He says, yeah, we gotta make time. So that Thursday, he got, because he said the war is on. Gave him time enough to prepare. Right. And then he comes in and goes to work. Wait, he goes to work and he's teaching them around the table. John got about 5 or 6 chapters where they just around the table teaching. God. And then he breaks bread and wash feet and sing a hymn. And they don't go to sleep. They go out. They ain't traveling on no donkeys or horses. You think we get tired? At least we get to ride where we go. He walked out to the Garden of Gethsemane. And when he got there, he prayed so hard. Can I talk to some real Christians for a second? Let me tell you something. You know why we go to sleep when we are tired and we try to pray? Because real prayer will wear you out. Real prayer, your soul speaking to Daddy God, it'll wear you out. He prayed so hard. I know that he must have been tired. How do you know, Pastor? The disciples went to sleep. Wait, sister. It was more than one of them. You see, I could see if Jesus went to sleep, but not both deacons sleeping at the same time. Surely when Brother Leroy nodded out, Brother Deacon Burks will bump him, and when he nodded out, surely they can keep it. It was 3 of them. It was 3 close by. Y'all all right? Y'all gonna help me tonight. It was 8 a little farther away from the 3. I know 8 3 is 11. Judas was about his business. I forgot how to count. Yeah, he had been dismissed from the table. But Jesus, he prayed until sweats of blood came down. He had to be tired. And by the time he finished, here they go. Hey, mother. And he still didn't get no rest. They didn't put him in a holding cell and keep him to the morning. They marched him from Judgment Hall. Yeah. Caiaphas sent him to Pilate, and Pilate sent him back. Caiaphas sent him back with a threat this time. You better handle this. You under me. You the mayor. I'm the governor. You better handle this. Because if not, I'll call the president in, who on the both was. And he'd been looking for Jesus in a way. And then Caiaphas said, matter of fact, you're going to get some kudo points for this. And Pilate would have been floored. If ever it was a time for a man to listen at his wife, it was Pilate and Miss Pilate. I wish y'all helped me tonight. Adam shouldn't have listened at Eve. Samson shouldn't have listened at Delilah. Ahab had no business listening at Jezebel. But Pilate, he should have listened at Miss Pilate. She says, have nothing to do with this man. I've had dreams about, have nothing to do with this innocent. She said, I've been with you every step of the way, Pilate. But we cheat on our taxes. Yeah. But now, if you have something to do with this innocent man, you're on your own. Huh? God, Jesus had, and they whipped him. He didn't get no sleep. And early in the morning, listen, he ain't been to sleep in at least 36 hours. I'm talking about when they start marching him. Oh, God, if anybody should have been tired, could have turned back, it would have been, huh? So Paul says, I think about the mercy that God has had on me. You know what else Paul was thinking about? Paul Paul was thinking about all the many miles he had traveled to do mischief. Paul says, after all, I was on a long journey when he stopped me. I was on the road to Damascus when he stopped me. How many times have you been tired and still went to the club? I wish y'all talked to me tonight. How many times have you been tired and still took their last dance before they turned on the light? How many times have you been tired and still went to work and still worked overtime? Jesus said, stop. But we don't get tired and stop in other places. Guess what I'm tired of? I'm tired of paying a house note. I'm tired of paying a car note. I'm tired of giving kids money. I'm tired of giving grandkids money. But I ain't stopped yet. How come it's when we get tired on Jesus, we stop? I'm tired of being in the choir. Sit out a few weeks. Sit out. Why you in the choir stand? I'm tired of saying. I'm tired of urging. I'm tired. And then get mad when the Lord lets something happen to your legs. I'm glad to be back. I don't know about y'all. Listen, I didn't want to preach. I didn't want to pastor. I didn't want to moderate. But you can't stop me from preaching. You can't stop me from pastoring. They don't know about the moderation stuff. But all them two right there, I love preaching. I love preaching. I'm going to preach to the rocks if I don't have people. Y'all all right? I'm foolish enough to believe eventually they'll cry out. I might even save a rock. Y'all all right? So he says, we let something go when we are not faint because we got to think of the mercy. We're always talking about grace, but I tell you all the time, before there was grace, there was mercy. We always overlooking mercy, but mercy saying, hey, you can't get the grace except you get me first. He had mercy before he gave us grace. Yeah, because mercy is not getting what I did deserve. Grace is getting what I didn't deserve. I can't get what I didn't deserve until I not get what I did deserve. Are y'all all right? You don't run around here for folk that's waiting on you to pay them back saying, oh, they had mercy on me. You ain't saying that, oh, they graceful. You ain't saying that because they ain't had mercy. But if they have mercy, you say, oh, they were so graceful. Let's get to verse number 2. But have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness. Now, what is Paul saying right here? He says, we reject all shameful deeds and underhanded methods. He's talking about his preaching, the ministry. He says, I'm not going to do anything unshameful and underhanded to try to win you over. A whole lot of preachers are preaching to make people feel good. Preaching on their feelings. Paul says, I'm sorry. I'm not coming to you with some prosperity sermon. I'm not coming to you telling you if you sow this, you're going to reap this, and sow a seed here, sow a check here, get this on. It says, no, that ain't what I come to you. No. Paul says, I'm giving you the gospel. And I think sometimes we as preachers try to make the gospel smell too good. Let me tell you about the gospel. The gospel organic is the best thing in the world. We ain't got no business adding or taking away from it. It's good just like it is. As a matter of fact, it's the authenticness of it that saved people and have been saving people for over 2,000 years. Now, but what happened is Satan has gotten in the minds and hearts of people and have them preaching for the wrong reason. I wonder if the average preacher could do like Jeremiah. Preach 30-something years, not get one amen or one soul saved, and keep preaching. I don't know if I can do it, Lord. I don't want to know either. I don't want to know. But most preachers, they'll go to left field if everybody quiet trying to get somebody to say something. Y'all all right? But Paul here says, I have no hidden agenda. I'm not going to do something, no shameful deed to try to win people over. Listen, if you want to get saved because you don't want to go to hell. That's all right. You can't get saved because that choir so good and you want to get. You see, I wonder about that. I wonder if the church have too many rules that stop people from seeing Jesus. Huh? You can't sing unless you save. What if saying help them get saved? I don't know about y'all, but before I got saved and gave him my hand and gave God my heart and soul and got to the water, I used to sing. I used to mock the folks at church saying. I used to pray. It was mock prayers. I mocked the deacons praying, mocked the preachers preaching before I preached. But if I could not, I don't know. But you know what it did? It showed that I was listening. I wish y'all help me. Because we tend to look at the negative side of everything. But at least I was listening. Yeah, I know what time Miss Claudette was going to shout every Sunday when we sung Amazing Grace if I was paying attention. When we get to that save the wretch, I said, she better go. When she gets to I once was lost, but now I read Slaughter for to go, but Claudette going when it says that save the wretch like. And Mother Robinson, as soon as Mother Gaines started playing it, she was going home. Show up, child, show up my soul. I was paying attention. And you know what it did? It made me learn the words. It made me unconsciously learn the words so I know what word got. And I was what I tell you, I was a joker, buddy. I was something, and I said, if that's the word that get them. So Sister Claudette coming, I might say, Rich. I just want to see how she's going to act. She just look at me sometimes, walk on off. I said, maybe I ain't saying it right. But the song put it in her mind. And you know what makes you happy? See, can I talk to y'all? You see, when you hear a song that makes you happy, you're actually saying what Paul is saying. That songs remind you of God's mercy. And that's what makes you run on a little while. Aren't we backwards? We think that when we're going through, we need God to give us some kind of pedal to pep us up. He says, no, just remember my mercy. If you remember my mercy, it'll get you through any situation. Ah, goodness. So he says, but I have not renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in. I didn't walk in craftiness. I didn't try to deceive you with it, nor handling the word of God deceitfully. I didn't have it deceitfully. I didn't try to fool you with it. I didn't try to make it sound good to you. Some folks got saved on sound, and sound going away. So they saved and ain't sound, so they in trouble. Are y'all all right? But the Bible says that the preaching of the gospel, look at what God said. He says that it pleased God by the foolishness of the preaching of the gospel to save folk. Oh my goodness, what are you saying, Pastor? Let y'all answer my question tonight. It's been a while. He's saying that the choir can get you there, but they can't get you over home. The choir can make you think about it, but they can't make you do it. Are y'all all right? The prayers, they can usher you to the door. Yeah, but the preaching has got to be the thing that make you turn it off. It's the foolishness of preaching. Now, wait a minute. It doesn't mean that the doctrine is foolish. It means the technique. Wait. Come on now. and you were just as worldly as you wanted to be. And you walked in here about 11:15, 11:20. And by that time, the boss has taken over your pastor, and he hopping and jumping and carrying on. You'd be like, that is so foolish. It don't take all that. What's wrong with you? And look at these foolish people, how they acting. God. Come on, man. He says, by the foolishness, it pleased. I just want to be pleasing in His sight. So I don't care how foolish I look to you. Huh? Wow. If I'm going to be a fool, I want to be a fool for God. God, I got to get this verse. He says, not preference, nor handling the word of God. I can't turn it to make it say what I want it to say. I can't avoid it. But listen, he told Timothy what preaching was. You remember, he told Timothy, I believe in 2 Timothy, he says, I charge thee therefore before God, who shall judge the living and the dead, the quick and the dead. He says, at his appearing, preach the word. Be instant, in season, out of season. Listen, he gave him the three things that preaching does. Reprove, rebuke, and exhort. Reprove, tell them. And when you reprove them, it's going to rebuke how they're living. It's going to make them sad. He says, but then exhort. Pick them up. So how can I do that? Hey, the word says that we shouldn't be living like we're living. And if we continue on, it ain't gonna be good. I'm just sad and crying because I know I'm messed up, and he preaching to me. He says, oh, but Jesus. Yeah, all right. He already paid the price. If you repent, if you just repent, if you confess, He's faithful and just to forgive what have made one eye open happy and cleanse that come their eye. You see, because if He forgive me, good, but the same, they don't understand cleansing. See, forgive me indeed. I forgive you, but I ain't forgot. But when He cleansed, when He washed it away, I can't remember because it ain't there no more. I know, all right. A whole lot. You ever got a spot in your favorite dress or suit or shirt and hung it back in the closet and was just sad, and after so long you forgive. And you go get the suit and all the accessories for the dress, and then when you reach and get it and pull it out, you just be so broken hearted. You just be, oh, I forgot. That one ain't coming out. But God says, I forgive you. And then I wash you. I'm faithful to forgive you and cleanse. He's not like us. He gives us a brand new slate. We act like we give us a brand new slate, but we already 3 steps ahead. You'll never do that to me again. Oh, I forgive you. You'll never do. You never get nothing else from me. Don't even look this way. But now I forgive you. I just can't forget. He says distinctly, but by manifestation of the truth, gosh. He says, but I gave you the truth. Can we talk about the truth? You remember the conversation Jesus was having with those disciples? They were doing well. He says, the Bible said, then Jesus said unto them, if you continue in my word, you are my disciples indeed. I like the King James Version, so when I memorize some, it's going to be kind of King James. He said, you are my disciples indeed. Go. And you shall know the truth. Come. And the truth shall make you free. But he says, if you continue on in my word, you are my disciples indeed. and you shall know the truth. Paul says, I'm giving you the truth. I'm sorry you don't like it. Can I ask y'all something? I was called to be a preacher. God gave me my preaching. He lets me have a little say-so in my style. Gosh, wait. Y'all look at me like, whatever gift God gave you, he gave you your voice. But he let you choose your style. He says you can sing. Now, if you want to sing acapella, that's your style. You know how I know. There's certain songs, certain artists, you say, oh yeah, I mean, you got a voice I like your style, I'll sing that. So what Paul was saying is, y'all don't like my style, that's okay. It ain't about my style, it's about the preaching. And I know Paul was long-winded. Because he preached so long until the young man fell asleep in the window and fell out the window and broke his neck. And look what Paul did. Paul paused. You better listen to the words your pastor used. Your pastor, when he used words, he used them wisely. He paused the sermon, went down, prayed, raised the young man up, took him back up into the church, hit Paul. You know what happened? We hit Paul the second time. It went right back to preaching. God. So Paul is saying here that I'm giving you the truth. How many of us? Listen, don't raise your hand. I don't want people to know. But Elder Hill was a warrior. He was a war horse. And many of you all were saying, I don't want another Elder Hill. However, if I could get one on the side, it wasn't so much of the gospel. Come on, you got preachers, and it ain't so much of the gospel, but it's the way they deliver it. I'm that way too. Yeah, if it's something I need and you can spice it up, I take it. Yeah, if I'm hungry, right? And you say, well, I got some cornbread. I like cornbread. So I'm on my way. And on my way over there, I get a call from another mother, and I say, I'm hungry, I'm going to give me some cornbread. And they said, well, I got some crackling in my cornbread. Listen, it's still cornbread, but they done add a little spice to it, mother. And I'm sorry, save me a slice and bring it Sunday, but I'm going to get me some where I got a little crackling, a little meat in it. If I have a choice. But I ain't gonna knock your cornbread. Because at the end of the day, they both serve the same purpose. And I'm gonna tell you, mother, don't be sad. I'm gonna send Deacon Birch by there because he can't get pork. And that crackling is pork. So he got to have some of your corn. Y'all didn't see what I just said. To each his own. As long as you're getting sound doctrine, you will never hear me knock another preacher. I don't care if you get up there and talk. Maybe I do. Because the Bible didn't say he who talks the gospel. It says he who. And preach means passion. You got to have something. See, if you can talk about something, you don't have passion if you can just talk. I get in a lot of trouble. People think I'm rambunctious or excited. Because if you get on a subject that I'm passionate about, my voice gets. I'm not hollering. Well, why are you talking? Why are you hollering at me? I'm not just my passionate voice. I'm talking fast. I'm cutting in because I'm passionate. Preaching has to be that way. We got to finish this verse. He says, manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of God. He says, listen, I'm not worrying about what you think. You didn't call me. Paul is getting real personal now. Why? Because they've been talking bad about Paul. Who started this church? Paul. And Paul says, and now you've let some folk come in, ain't been saved for 6 months, and turn y'all against me because they come with something that sounds good to you. I'm going to leave you with this on this verse. If all preaching does is sound good to you, they're not preaching. If something the preacher says does not prick your heart, anybody know what prick means? It hurt to get pricked. I don't care how many times you get pricked. Every time it hurt. People that have to give blood for diabetics and check their blood every prick. I don't care. They try to make machines and say, oh, this one don't hurt. If it prick, when it stops hurting, they find another spot. Because guess what? Those nerves are deadened. So only dead things don't hurt when they prick. Gosh. So, are there any questions? We're going to have to. Go ahead.
You know, nor God is with you. Or men, woman, neither of you nor yet another. But we might have the person as the
Yeah, Paul says, even though I want to come preach, even though we needed some stuff, we still didn't make it sound good for you just so you'll do for me. Because the gospel, listen, you know the real difference too with Paul and the disciples? We know the gospel is never stale, but it was real fresh then. It just happened. It was like, so I'm passionate. I'm who Jesus told Thomas about. He says, you believe because you have seen. But blessed are they who have not seen and yet believe. That's me. But Paul is saying, I know because I've seen him for myself. Paul says, I am. Oh, you think we're preaching now? If I could have just been there, come on now. When it's one thing for you to believe something, but when you know for yourself, the devil in hell can't make you deny. You knocking folk up, you grab folks, shaking them, you better listen to me. Wow. Anything else before we get to our 3 weeks ago? Yes, sir. Have mercy. He was crying out for mercy. Jesus, thou son of David, have mercy on me. See, these people around here that think they have mercy on me, they just feel sorry for you. See, it's a whole lot of folks feel sorry for you, but they don't have mercy. But he says, you have mercy on me. And Jesus just asked him a question. He said, what you want? He asked us that. What do you want? Like, what do you really want? And because that boy told the truth, he got it. Yeah. Any other questions? Comments? All right, so we will be on verse number 3 next week. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. You better ponder over that verse. If you don't witness, you have a responsibility just because you say it. But if you hide the gospel from people, you hide it from the lost people. You don't have to give an account for it. All right. Homework. Homework. Work from home.